It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. There were plenty of highlights for him in last week's game. Nearly 500 yards through the air. It's the Texans and the Steelers under the lights on Sunday night.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's to the sideline and incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting his inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He'll try again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Allen running the option to the left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. That one behind his man, incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is taken at the 18. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you do it?
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to... That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are once again back in front. And correct me if It's a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Alert, alert, alert.
On play action, Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Allen will try again on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. Well, they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Allen off the play fake. This one into the hands of Thielen. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen, 45 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Allen. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Allen. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Texans to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side on target to Thielen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch.
People say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Allen going to change this at the line. Back to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Some strong run, and nothing but daylight ahead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. To get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
On play action, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Right side to Watson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Allen's throw brought in by Watson. Touchdown, Houston! Christian Watson with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. No gain on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett. 45 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gay is on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, it ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Perez. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to throw. Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 7. A minute 46 to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit. Mahomes.
Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mahomes will throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's run down. Mahomes to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here comes second down at 5. Mahomes. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself. Found a way to reset the downs and advance the ball.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now 1st and goal. Mahomes. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Texans, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl. Damn, this shit trying to cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get. Don't send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the pay, I'm talking about Benjamin Frank, not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his gone. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Nah, I'm hard to reach. She's move around with 2 phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it Not talking about but too strong. Talking then we get it started, pull up in the keyboard. You get your move
And
on.
they know they ain't seeing us. You pour all of your pain in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, they don't get enough. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit.
I draw that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they my young city up. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You in a feed, now anything under 18, just like met this from the club. She like 5'3", I think it ain't Lydia.
You know we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us. We for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium. Chillin', they gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the I-8, I pray to God we don't lose control. Know I'm on a paper chase, my leader whip on cruise control.
Trippin', this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat.